Hi everyone, and welcome to Sunday afternoon in Australia. The role of judge is like a sacred trust, and it's been my absolute privilege to have taken on this role for the IAPS 2025 online show for both the General and the Master Circle divisions. And what an exhibition it is! What you see before you, even though virtual, is a world full of ideas, of thought processes, of responses to a theme, each work expressing a uniqueness of personality and individuality that is a gifting to this world. Being creative in whatever form is an integral part of being human, one that should never be neglected no matter what life throws at us. For an artist to take an idea from the beginning, from being just that idea, to a full-blown, glorious conclusion is a thrilling and satisfying experience, even though there might be frustrations along the way. Hours can be lost at the easel. The mind is diverted to the task at hand and wrested from the world around. The occupation can be contemplative, meditative, and yes, sometimes a struggle which, when resolved, is totally satisfying. For me, walking into my studio is like a homecoming. The smell of oils and elixir, the table littered with ideas, the canvases stacked, the pastels piled high, the dog waiting in anticipation of a day of comfort while I expend all of the energy. The activity of creating is an exercise in mental gymnastics, so much more than just a pleasant pastime or a slapping around of paint. It takes practice and time to have an eloquent artistic voice. Art can be used to make a statement or simply to draw attention to a subject because it's beautiful or quirky or evocative. And art, of course, for the one who buys it, is an investment in visual pleasure that satisfies for a lifetime. With these thoughts in mind, how can I possibly judge one work against another, but needs must? And so let's have a look at my criteria for selection. Firstly, it has to grab and hold my attention. This doesn't mean that it needs to be loud, but it might be quiet and contemplative, a solace for the soul, a rhythmic beat, an elegant finesse, or it could be bold and delivered with flourish. There's a multitude of emotions that might be felt and that are all valid. A well-composed painting will give life to the storyline or for the reason for painting the subject in the first place. A successful composition will lead the eye on a voyage of discovery throughout the picture. It will highlight the main act and will put in place the supports for it so that it will have something to say, even if this is as simple as the pure delight of a thing of beauty. There are so many different approaches to painting, and thank goodness for that. From the extremes of abstractionism to hyperrealism and everywhere in between, there is a niche for everyone, and every approach is valid, and each, if well done, take an extraordinary amount of skill. This skill does not happen overnight. It takes painting miles, determination, a trueness to self, and a recognition of what brings you joy and how you want to express it. We don't suddenly arrive, but we certainly enjoy the journey and applaud the successes of those on the same pathway. To all who entered the competition but were not selected as finalists, I know just how disappointed you might be feeling. But this is part of the journey and also the challenge of competing. The only thing that can defeat you is yourself. Move forward in anticipation of what lies ahead, knowing that each painting is a stepping stone of understanding of both yourself and of the craft of painting. A huge congratulations to those who were selected as finalists in both the General and Master Circle divisions, and extra acclamation for those who have received awards. I salute you. Most of all, keep painting, everyone, with all the joy that you can muster. for the world certainly needs joy.